Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today we are going to be using a palette from Covergirl. It's called the Clean Fresh or Clean Color Palette. It's one of these little ones. And that's what it looks like. Surprise, it's a neutral. If you're new to my channel, you know that I love neutrals because I have a billion neutral palettes. This one is 262 Golden Toffee. I don't know if you can see that right up there. And I normally do my shadow in a gradient from lightest to darkest, lightest being at the inner corner, darkest being at the outer corner. I did a treatment today, so if my face is looking a bit glowy and a bit red, that would be why. So I'm not going to put on any foundation, but I am going to do my eyes. Let's begin like we normally do with the Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. And that's this right here. I love this eyeshadow base. It's very, it's just a high quality eyeshadow base for a low price. And the Essence products are sold at Ulta and often go on sale where you can buy one, get one, that kind of thing. Or like buy two, get one free. So if you are interested in picking up a fabulous primer that will keep your shadow from budging, increasing all day long at a fantastic price point, then I suggest you wait to do your shopping at Ulta and go for the Essence sale and stock up on this little baby right here. It is my favorite. This primer does come out a little oily at first, but don't worry, it dries down quickly to a nice tacky finish. For my corrector, I'm going to use the Milani Conceal and Perfect number 4 in Nectar. I've used this several times on my channel. You guys know I love this formula but hate the packaging. Packaging's just a super hot mess, but the formula is on point. So we're going to look past the packaging because we do like the formula. And I use this under my eyes because I just naturally have dark circles. It's hereditary, but I don't necessarily want that peeking out through my concealer. So I do like to color correct as much as possible, just to be able to tone that down a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, but it will look a little more presentable. Let's pop that right underneath there. It's a nice, warm salmon color, like a warm salmon shade. The stuff. Love it. I have a little sponge right here. We're just going to take that sponge and work it in a little bit by patting it. We're just patting it down so it hangs out in all little nooks and crannies and neutralizes some of that shadow. Again, we're not looking for perfection. We just want it to look nice. Okay, there we go. And then on top of that, I'm going to go in with my Lancome Tainted Old Ultra Wear All Over Concealer in the shade 470. Again, if you've been to my channel, you know I love this stuff. It is fantastic. The Lancome line is extensive. They have a shade and tone for probably every skin tone. And to me, the price is, it's a well-priced product. Yes, it's $29 for this little tube, but it's going to last you for quite some time. I use mine every day. And then since I had a treatment today, there's a lot of redness around my nose, so I'm just going to do like this, do like that. Just kind of cover it up a little bit. We'll blend that in a second. And then likewise, my melasma is always peeking through, but it'd be nice if I could cover it every once in a while, like today. And then this little spot's right here. I'm not that picky about my concealer. I typically stick to just underneath my eyes, so I'm going to let that get a little bit tacky. And while we're waiting, let's grab a flat brush, like so. And we're going to start off with this shade right here, this nice mocha color. And we're going to see what it do. Oh my gosh, already, you guys, I have a brush here that's shedding. I have my scissors right here because I have a little treat for you at the end of the video. So we need to keep these handy. Cut that off. Okay, so right now, looking in the pan, I'm not seeing a lot of kickback. This is what the shade looks like. I'm going to start right here on this outer corner. And we're just going to take it to about halfway through the lid. And all we're doing is patting it down, not doing anything else. Just laying it down. There we go. Pretty simple. Now let's go in with this other shadow right here, this one. And we're gonna make that on the inside, same brush. I'm gonna start right here. And this will be the first half of the eye. So far so good. Feels good. Not feeling any fallout. There we go. So far we've just put down 2 shadows, one on the inside, one on the outside, and we could stop right here and it'd be just fine. But we're not going to. We're going to keep going. So I'm going to grab a smaller brush. This will work actually. Something a little bit smaller like this one right here. I'm going to take that really deep color right there. And I'm going to go over using it. It has a little bit of gold in it too. I'm going to go over using it right here. Just to define that outer V. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And we're just going in a V shape. V is in victory. See how I'm just kind of hugging it against the lashes right here and then coming back up. So we literally have a V shape. There we go. I think that looks okay. And then lastly, we have this other shadow right here on the very end. We're going to come back over and we're going to make this a transition, same brush. And we're going to make that a transition between that deeper shade and that other shadow. And we're putting it right here in the middle. And we're just pressing it down. We're not doing anything else. Right here in the middle on the mobile lid, just in the center. Can you see that? See how that makes like a nice kind of gradient look? That's what I'm going for. That's what I wanted. So I have a little fluffy brush right here. And I'm going to take this brush, there's nothing on it, and I'm just going to go up here into my crease and make sure that those colors are all blended out. Just going back and forth in a windshield wiper motion. Just like that. And that's good enough. We're going to keep our little palette out for now because we're going to probably go underneath and just mirror everything. But for now, let's grab our sponge that we were working with earlier and start pressing in this concealer. We're just pressing it into all the places where we laid it down. Just a nice bouncy tap motion. Real gentle. You don't have to be rough. The reason we waited for the concealer to get tacky is because it gives a more high coverage finish. So if you want less coverage, right? If you want it to be a little more sheared out, then you can go ahead and start working with your concealer as soon as you lay it down. But if you want to have a higher coverage, you want to let it sit there for a minute and just kind of dehydrate a little so it gets tacky. So you have a higher concentration of the pigment in one area rather than it being sheared out. And I love this concealer. It's so skin-like. Can you see that glow? Love this stuff. So good, you guys. Get your coins together and just buy one. I promise you, you will love it. And again, it lasts for a long time. And it's just high quality. I think it's priced very well. I'm going to grab a flat brush. And I'm going to take a little flat brush and I'm going to actually just mirror this look a little bit. So I'm going to start off with this color right here, and then I'll work my way over just the way that you see it on top of the lid on the top. All we're doing is mimicking the colors as we laid them down. We're going just below that lash line right there. And we're going to tie that top to the bottom, just like that. I like the way that this looks because it gives a really nice finished look whenever you're wearing a shadow. You should practice at this and try it and tell me what you think. A lot of people don't do this, but I just like the way that it turns out. I feel like it really does tie the upper shadow with the lower shadow, just bringing a more complete look. Overall, this is a beautiful palette. I definitely recommend it. The price point is accessible, meaning that it's available to a lot of people in a lot of different tax brackets, and I like that. I love it when a high quality shadow or product in general is accessible to people so everyone can enjoy. So yes, this is a winner with a capital W. Let's see. So for my liner, I'm going to go in with Demolition from Urban Decay. This is one of my favorite brown liners. The other one that I really love is from NYX. And all I'm doing is lining my lash line. And then I'll line the waterline on the top only. I don't tend to I don't tend to line my lower lash line. I will sometimes with a really bright color, but nothing dark because I don't want it to close my eye. I feel like that really ages me when I do that, like the look of that. So let's see. Here we go. I like to line my lash line with a nice thick line along the waterline and then keep it relatively thin at the top of the lash line because I think that that kind of sandwich effect really makes my lashes look thicker. You know what I mean? Like there's more lash there than there really is. Let's put a little bit more on this side. Kind of skimped out. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so for my brows, I don't typically do my brows. They are tattooed, but today I would like to at least tidy them up a little bit. So we're just using a brush. I plucked them a little bit the other day, so they're relatively cleaned up. I'm not laying any color down. I just wanted to make sure that they look nice and neat. For my, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna use a powder today. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will. I'm gonna grab this Pat McGrath powder. I'm still on the fence about this, you guys. I got mine in the shade Deep. And although it doesn't look that deep in the pan, there's something about this powder that's like, it's supposed to make it look really like blurred. So I don't know, maybe I'm using the wrong thing. I normally use like a little puff with this. So I'm going to try this brush instead and see if that makes any difference. I just feel like when I use this powder, the blurring effect is not necessarily what I'm looking for. I guess I'm looking for a blur slash brighten, and I don't seem to be getting that by using a puff. So maybe this will alleviate that. Maybe I should have used it this way the whole time and just didn't know. You gotta learn, right? Does that look blurred to you? Do you see what I mean? I feel it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. It's being picky. I think I'm just mad because my favorite setting powder, they don't make it anymore and I ran out. So I'm being bratty about it. For my mascara, I'm going to go in with the, what do I have? The Lancôme Monsieur Big. I love this mascara because it's a wet formula, and I really love a wet formula. I also really like the spoolie because it deposits mascara. Oh shoot, I did that last time too. It deposits mascara on every single lash. We're gonna let that little boo-boo that I just made along the bottom of both of these dry, and then after it dries I'll just flake it off with a Q-tip. So definitely a pro tip. If you guys are putting mascara on and you end up getting mascara like in places where you don't want it, leave it alone and let it dry. Just let it dry. After it dries, then you can just go in and flake it off. If you try doing that when it's still wet, it's just going to smear all over the place. And then you're going to be pissed because you're going to have to do your makeup over again. So just let it dry. I do like this mascara though. I feel like it gives a lot of volume, and I'm always looking for volume. Gotta be careful though with this spoolie because it's not necessarily made for lower lashes, so you really can make a mess quickly. Case in point, right? Okay, so while we're letting that little disaster dry, here is the surprise. I picked this up from Costco. It is Angel Share by Kilian. It's the Eau de Parfum in the 1.7 fluid ounce box. Full disclosure, I work for Costco. I've worked there for almost 25 years. They did not have anything to do with this purchase. I purchased this as a member. This is not affiliated with Costco in any way, shape, or form. I was not asked to do this. I made a purchase myself. I went online, I saw it was on there, and I bought it because I wanted it. So let's open it up. I've actually already smelled this before, and it smells amazing. I feel like it's the perfect scent for summer. I am not good at explaining fragrances, you guys, at all. So I'm sorry. But I'll show you what this looks like. Here's the box. And there we go. This is the parfum or perfume. And it says right here, Eau de Parfum. So I suppose if you turn it around, that's what it looks like. Yay. And it smells beautiful. It's very rich. It's very heavy. It's heady. It really is more of a winter scent, but I feel like you can get away with it in the summer. I feel like you can. We're going to try to get away with it today. It's just spicy. It's really spicy. It's boozy. It's It smells like an apple pie. It smells like an apple pie. And other people that have mentioned it before online have said the same thing. And I definitely can smell it. To me, it smells like an apple pie. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. It's so like, it's just so grown up. It's so, so sexy. It's beautiful. I love it. So I'm really glad that I bought that. I'm really glad that Costco had it. They had it at a killer deal. So of course I was going to pick it up. Okay, so I think our little disaster underneath here is dry by now. So let's go ahead and clean it up, and then we'll finish with a lip. See how you can just kind of flake it away? And whatever mess you made, it's just gone. No one's ever gonna know. They'll never know. Ta-da! See? All gone. Okay, let's slap on a lip, shall we? I have recently gone through and cleaned up a ton of my makeup. Ow! Oh my god, my elbow. That hurts. Anyways, I cleaned up a lot of my makeup. I did a whole ton of decluttering, and my lipsticks were like... You'll see. The video's up. You'll see. I decluttered a ton of lipstick. So now we're to the point where we actually have lipstick that I can just reach for and use. It hasn't gone bad. It's perfectly fine. Let's go for something in here. I'd like to wear something kind of neutral, a little bit neutral. What's this one? Not mauve though. How about this one? Too pink? Too purple? I don't want this look to be like, oh, that's pretty, but it's not going to go with this look. Oh, here we go. How about this one? So this is from Revlon, and it's in the shade Mink. It's a nice neutral brown. I just wanted a lipstick that really was not going to be the focus of the look. It's there, it's just not the focus. Something super duper neutral, such as this one. Should we finish with the setting spray, you guys? How about this one from One Size? Kind of sad because I don't even... Why am I dropping stuff? I think there's only a little bit left. And right now, online, when you go to Sephora, this is nowhere to be found. It's nowhere to be found. I don't know what's going on, but they have a wait list for people if they're interested in buying it. Obviously, I'm on the wait list, and when it does come back in, I'm clearly going to have to stock up on this. I bought this little one. I'll buy another little one, and I'll buy a big one. It's okay, though, because for now, I still have my, where is it? Let's just make a lot of noise. Girl. The girl is struggling. What is all this racket? Here we go. Among other ones, I have the Kryolan ones. These are really amazing. I love them. I normally get the smaller can, but I bought 2 of these in the bigger ones because for the longest, they did not have these anywhere. I buy mine over on the website Friends, which is spelled F-R-E-N-D-S. And if you see it over there, I suggest you buy it too. It's a fantastic setting spray. It's a continuous mist, but it feels just like the One Size in the sense that it's kind of like putting a hairspray on your face. So if you don't like things that are strong, that is not for you, and nor is the One Size. But if you can handle it, I would buy it. It's sets your makeup. It's going to be sitting all day long. So if you notice today I didn't put any blush on or anything, I'm just keeping it super duper neutral, super simple. What do you think? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.